Hello everybody, welcome to the Graveyard Traveler. Today in Springfield, Ohio at the Oak Hill Cemetery. I drove around, I'm about to fall down. They keep this place maintained, and for what I saw, I didn't see any overturned headstones. So we're gonna go walk around, pay our respects, and I got a couple of surprises I'm gonna lay on a couple graves. So join me and let's start our tour. And join me. I hope you will. Let's go. Right next to the crematoria, or columbarium, is a veterans cemetery. Well, part of it. Oh, it looks like they're all don't have nothing on the headstone. Oh, there's one. Ronald J. SFC, U.S. Army, May 18, 1947 to November 14, 2024. Beloved husband, father, and a grandfather. Must be his ashes. But hey, he's a veteran. U.S. Army special. I guess a specialist. Put one right here. And him with a star on it. Right there. Rest in peace to Ronald J. Lloyd, SFC, U.S. Army. Thanks for your service and rest in peace. You know, you can't go in the cemetery. What I do, without looking for a U.S. Marine. Lawrence Samuel Greach, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam, March 5th, 1954 to December 25th, 2022. A beloved husband, father, and a cherished grandfather. I was hoping to see a Marine, and we just started, so maybe I'll see more. Put a flag here, right by this other one. And I got a gem, star on it. Rest in peace and Semper Fi to Marine Lawrence Samuel Creech. Or Creech, yeah, that's how you say it. Rest in peace and Semper Fi. This is PFC James W. Markwell, U.S. Army Ranger, Panama. May 29, 1968 to December 12, 1989. Purple Heart. Penny right there. Where it is. Alright. This, I don't know if it fell off or what. I'm going to pick it up. There you go. 1st Ranger Battalion, Markwell, Rouse. Let's look on the back. There's something on the back. Here's his full name. PFC James Markwell, U.S. Army Ranger, C Company 1, 175th Ranger Regiment. Born 29 May 1968. Killed in action 20th December 1989. Republic of Panama. Operation Just Cause. Rebel in life that I have died to give you. James Markwell. We do have heroes. Jim Markwell was such a man. President George W. Bush. Or President H.W. Bush, his dad. Ranger to lead the way. You know I got a flag. I'll put it here. Oh yeah, we gotta give him a gem too now. Can't forget that. It's got a gold on it. You can see it, a gold star. Put it down here by the beer. And I'll say rest in peace to PFC. That guy's name, sorry about that. Oh, PFC James Markwell, U.S. Ranger Battalion. Rest in peace and thanks for your service and your sacrifice. Yeah, wait for a lawnmower to go by. Alright. It says Helms. It says to our family, love you always and forever, but there's no names or death date, birth dates, nothing on this. I think it's just some monument. I'm not gonna leave Jim because it's not to anybody. So that is a cool, I like the carving of the rose. It's really a beautiful monument or headstone, whichever one it be. Headstone. It says Hellwig with 2 arrows crossed each other. There's nothing on the back, but I think it belongs to this couple here. Father George and Mother Eleanor. So George, born May 5th, 1917, passed away October 9th, 2001. Eleanor on January 5th, 1919 to December 5th, 1996. Now, I'm not going to put anything on these two headstones, on this headstone, but I will put it up there on that one. George and Eleanor Hellwig. Rest in peace to George and Eleanor Hellwig. Rest in peace to both. Oh, Thomas G. Stubblefield, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam vet. November 24th, 1937 to April 6th, 1999. Marine, another Marine. You know what? I'm right next to the highway here. Let's put a flag right here. I know they'll probably run over it, but it's okay. And a gem with a yellow star right here. Rest in peace and simplify to Staff Sergeant Thomas G. Stubblefield. Rest in peace and simplify. Check this out. Two different headstones. Well, actually they're the same, but they're on the opposite side. We'll start on the left. This is our beloved mother, Betty W. Starkey, 1916 to 1989. It says, "By they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as angels. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Isaiah 4-31. This is her husband. This is Luther Bud Starkey, 1935 to 2008. Anyway, not her husband. I'm guessing this is her son. But anyway, our beloved Father, He set me my feet upon a rock and established my steps. Psalm 40-2. 1935 and 1969. I'm guessing might be her son. Our beloved mother and our beloved grandmother. On the back. Alright. There's a stone, one here for Bud. Rest in peace. I believe one for Betty. Also, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Betty Starkey and Bud Starkey. Rest in peace to both. Oh, look at this. See, I'll walk right past this. Didn't really realize it, but this is going home. Tony touched everyone with special love and kindness. Anthony Lamar Johnson, November 23rd, 1974 to December 6th, 1990. He's younger than I was. It's not backwards like something. I don't think there's anything because I would have noticed it. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes you don't need anything on the back. Be remembered. I got one with a star. Go up here. Rest in peace to Anthony Lamar Johnson or Tony. Rest in peace. Perry, Mary Jane and James R. Both married July 5th, 1964. Mary, born June 22nd, 1947. Passed away July 12th, 2018. She was a matriarch. Picture of the horse. Over here is James, born February 10th, 1943. Passed away April 8th, 2020. Lovely husband and father. And I guess he loved golf. I'll put gems here. That part run over them and sling them everywhere, but not if I put them a little further down. So this is for, oh crap. This is for Mary Jane and her husband James. Rest in peace to both Mary Jane and James R. Perry. Rest in peace. You'll be missed in our hearts always, our Prince Alan Gabbard. So Lord, we don't understand, but we trust you. Craig and Melissa, parents of Corey. What's on back here? Oh. Covered beneath the shelter of the trees. Only love can enter here. From the looks of it, it's like a ghost there and ghost there. I guess this is his. Yeah. Alan Cortez Gabbard. March 11th, 2001 to January 12th, 2007. Must have been him as a baby. Alright, I got a gem for him. Let's lay it up here, that way it won't get hit. Rest in peace to our Prince Alan Cortez Gabbard. Rest in peace, my man. Oh, beloved mother and sister Joyce F. Garcia Dreyer, May 7, 1927 to November 11, 2021. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Well, there's nothing on her grave, but there is something now. Rest in peace to a beloved mother and a sister, Joy. Rest in peace. Alright, before we leave this section, I want to show you what it looks like and what a cemetery should be wherever you go and visit one. It's right over here. This is big, this is a small area, but it tells you a lot about this cemetery and how well it's kept. Check it out. Alright. Trees. Well, man, and there's mowing right now, so they're mowing the area. But I want you to check these flowers out up here. This is how you know a cemetery is well kept and beautiful. Flowers up here. They're blooming. And this, you know, the cemetery is well kept and well cleaned. This is the reason I come here. To any cemetery, I want to see this. Nice flowers in a nice cemetery. And by the way, are those petunias? Or just something like a clover? I don't know. Anyway, we still got more cemetery to cover. Let's keep going. Check this big headstone out. It's like a grave headstone. Gary Lee Ayers Jr., U.S. Army, May 10th, 1972 to August 24th, 2000. And this is I'm not going to read it all. It says, I'm free. It's a loving husband and a father. If you want to read it, pause it, up close. It says, Daddy's Angel at the bottom here. Iron Workers Local 44. He was an iron worker. Forever in our hearts, we love you and miss you. Rhonda, Stephanie, and Brandy. Well, he's a U.S. Navy vet, so you know what that means. He gets a flag. I'll set it up here. Hopefully, it doesn't get run over. And we gotta leave a gem for him. I mean, I'll put it right here. I'm free. Rest in peace. And thanks for your service to Gary Lee Ayers Jr. Rest in peace. To him was another U.S. Navy vet from Vietnam, Danny Ray Phelps, April 30th, 1948 to July 17th, 1977. Huge guitar on his headstone. And Phelps, dream about a far-off place, for love and you and I, a place fulfilled with happiness. Until then, please don't cry. Well, another Navy vet right beside another Navy vet. Put it right here. Gem with a star on it. And I just dropped them everywhere. Cool. Well, anyway, rest in peace to Danny Ray Phelps, U.S. Navy. And I got to pick up all my gems. Rest in peace. Alright, I was walking by, I happened to look down and saw daughter and father. Nina and Moritz. Well, let's go with Nina, December 10th, 2012 to September 30th, 2018. Moritz D, June 2nd, 1984, September 30th, 2018. It must have been a tragedy. I don't know. My channel doesn't deal with tragedy. It deals with their life and who they were. And sometimes pictures can really bring them out. Like, she was happy. So, he looks happy. I'm gonna say he is. So, oops, dropped one. So for Nina, put it right here between her name and middle name, and Moritz. But you know what? I got something I gotta dig in here first. I got. Be patient. There it is. Got a little dog for her. I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna say rest in peace to father and daughter. Nina, the daughter, and Moritz, the father. Harrison. Rest in peace to the father and daughter. I was walking by, you have to look at this headstone. This is Taylor J. Buggy Knight. Just us for lay. Alright. Kind of worn out. It's December 3rd, 1997 to March 11th, 2016. Got angel wings. Well, let's put a gem down here to remember Taylor Knight, or J. Buggy. Rest in peace, my man. I found another Marine. This is Donald Reed Judd, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II, 1925 to 2003. And that's just his foot headstone. His head at his feet. Up here, Judd. Eileen and Donald. Eileen, born April 3rd, 1928, passed away May 10th, 2015. And Staff Sergeant Donald Judd, January 9th, 1925 to November 8th, 2003. Let's see what's on the back. Up in the corner above her name is married September 13th, 1952. And yes, Eagle Globe and Anchor, a U.S. Marine. And like all veterans, no matter what branch, flag. I'm gonna put it right here in front of this grave. In front of his headstone. His side, actually. Then I got one for Eileen, one for Staff Sergeant Donald Judd. Good. Rest in peace and semper fi to Staff Sergeant Donald Judd and his wife Eileen. Do rest in peace. Alright. Beloved wife and a mother, Summer L. Stewart. May 13th, 1980 to January 18th, 2011. Very old, was she? Well, please, Jim down here, of course. Remember, right above her picture. Rest in peace to Summer L. Stewart, a beloved wife and a mother. Rest in peace, ma'am. This is Christina Michelle Brown, a beloved daughter, mother, and a sister. She was born February 15, 1979, passed away November 12, 2021. Forever in our hearts. It's kind of sitting on a slant, so I'm going to set Jim right there. Hope it don't slide down. Rest in peace to Christina Michelle Brown, a beloved mother, daughter, and a sister. Rest in peace. Alright, Dwight Albright. April 16, 1967 to August 29, 2024. Loving son, brother, and a father. If you can see how cloudy the sky is above me. This picture, I'm going to put it right here. And I'll say rest in peace to Dwight Albert, beloved son, brother, and a father. Do rest in peace, sir. Came upon, this is Custard. Pamela and George. Mom and Granny, born January 23rd, 1956, passed away October 14th, 2024. Her husband George, born November 8th, 1956, died June 9th, 2023. And I just like the way their headstone. You got flowers. I'm gonna put gems down here. One for Pamela, one for George. Rest in peace to the lovely couple, the Custard couple, Pamela and George. Rest in peace. Alright, we did a Hellwig couple on the other side of the cemetery, and there's another one. This only difference is their name is spelled with H-E-L instead of 2 L's. Right here is Arthur and Matilda. And it looks like somebody ran over their headstone. Which, yeah, sometimes you have to if you're on a mower. But anyway. Excuse me. Arthur was born in 1875, passed away in 1958. He's the father. Matilda, 1878 to 1958. Mother, same year. Over here, father Chester A. Hellwig, 1900 to 1981. And here is mother, Mildred C. Hillwig, 1901 to 1957. I'm guessing these are a couple, and this is probably his parents. So let's put a gem here for Arthur, Matilda. Put two here, one for Father Chester and Mother Mildred. Rest in peace to all 4 members of the Hillwig family. Do rest in peace. Frank Pat Longhorn, 1937 to 2024. I can't lay anything here. Well, you can, but I wouldn't know where to lay it. Well, Lawson's that symbol right there. He's in the army, so I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Put it right here. That won't fit. Okay. So put it against there like that, and Jill's a star on it. So too close. Yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna be there, but rest in peace and thanks for your service to Frank Pap Longhorn. Rest in peace. Came right over to my left. This is Paige Williams from Malia, 1968 to 2022. I like the little hand right there. You know, I remember I was surprised I was talking about the intro. Well, I don't know if the sun will hit it, but it might. Let's put it here. And Jim's a star on it. Put it right here. Rest in peace to Paige Williams, Grumillia, 1968, 2022. Rest in peace. Dorothy Brooks Gary, Mama Dot, June 12, 1946 to March 8, 2024. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23, or Psalms. Mama Dot. Put a gem down here to remember. Dorothy Brooks Gary, or Mama Dot. Rest in peace. Joseph and Mamie McGrady, waiting for him. Joseph, born October 29, 1943. He passed away on June 9, 2025. His wife, Mamie J, November 10, 1946 to January 25, 2008. I like the way the headstone looks with the flowers. See what's on the back. I think. And around your shade bush too, so they get shaded. Let's get one for Joseph, one for Mamie. Rest in peace to Joseph and Mamie McRae. Do rest in peace. Arthur and Mary. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Van Holzer. Van Holzer. Okay. See what's on the back. Huh. Alfred and Mary Seabounds. Okay, we'll get to you in a minute. Arthur was born in 1879. He passed away in 1929. He was father, and Mary, 1876 to 1926, the mother. Let's put a gem down here for Arthur and Phil. Just up here for Mary. And pick his up, put it back up here for him, and I'll drop the flower. And on this side is Alfred and Marie Van Holzer. Alfred born on 1901 to 1971, and Marie 1907 to 1999, at the end of the century. Put one up here for Alfred and one for Marie. Rest in peace to Alfred, Marie, and Arthur and Mary Van Holzer. Rest in peace to the lovely couple. Check this out. Our days upon earth are a shadow. It's like one of those clocks, sun clocks. That's pretty cool. This belongs to Woodward. I guess that's who they are up here. Start up here on the left. Alice M. Woodward. 1866 to 1954. Paul M. Woodward, MD, medical doctor, 1894 to 1955. Ruth P. Woodward Nimitz, 1907 to 2001. And supposed to be her husband, Herman J. Nimitz, MD, 1897 to 1995. 4 people. And I got 4 names. One for Alice, one for Paul, one for Ruth, and her husband, one for Herman. Rest in peace to all 4 members of the Woodward family. And that's a cool looking clock. Rest in peace to the couples. It's the 3rd marina we're into. This is U.S. Marine James V. Tinkle. He's also in the Army. Vietnam, 1935 to 2007. He served in 2 branches. That is the first I have seen of somebody serving in 2 branches. Army and the Marine Corps. I'm guessing he was in the Army first and then the Marines maybe. Or the Marine Corps then the Army. So I'm gonna lay a flag right here. I'm gonna give a gem to him. Semper Fi. Thanks for your service in both branches and being a Vietnam vet. Rest in peace, sir, and Semper Fi. Alright, there's another place I want you to check this out. The steps are right here. We're gonna walk up, we're gonna read this. You'll see what I mean. Alright, see the steps? Right up to it. It says, a piece of my heart always holding your hand. Christmas box angel made possible through Bethesda Women's Auxiliary, Tri-Health, Mercy Health Partners, Health Alliance, and Greater Cincinnati. Dedicated October 1st, 2006. Angel. Pretty cool, right? And they start showing more of these in the cemetery and just besides graves. I mean, yeah, it's good to pay respects, but there's other stuff in here. It's like a park. Especially with a stone angel. Piece of my heart. That's what I'll name this. Alright, let's move on and see what else we can find, shall we? Dwayne and Shirley Ann. Dwayne Lee Dillon, born September 12, 1935, passed away July 28, 2015. Shirley Ann, April 11th, 1943 to March 26, 2011. Wow. May all who read this know that God loves them. Cool. I put the flowers back in there, fell out. Alright. Got some gems as soon as I get them out. There we go. This one's for Dwayne and Shirley and her star on my finger. Rest in peace to Dwayne Lee and Shirley Ann Dillon. Rest in peace to the couple. And this is Donald and Violet Dole. Donald, born 1931, passed away 1995, and his wife Violet, 1930 to 2015. May you always walk in sunshine and God's love around you flow. For the happiness that you give me, no one will ever know. It broke my heart to lose you. You did not go alone. A part of me went with you the day God called you home. A million times I have needed you. A million times I have cried. If love could have saved you, you never would have died. Alright. I don't know if that's directed probably to her husband at the time she was still here with us. But let's lay a gem down here for Donald, one for Violet. Rest in peace to the lovely couple of Donald and Violet Dole. Do rest in peace. Marker says children are the keys of paradise. R.H. Stoddard. Right next to this bush. I'm guessing this is a kid's little baby section. Let's go see what we can find. was November 1st, 1959. That was a while back. Well, let's put this right here to remember her, and I'm gonna put a gem right beside it. Besides Princess. Rest in peace to baby Sharon Parsons. Rest in peace. Here is our darling Drew Lindsay, March 17th, 1948. November 25th, 1948. There was a picture there. Well, it has been 1948, so it's been a while. About what? 78 years? My dad's 79, he's born 47. So yeah, that's about 78 years. Put a car here. Well, let's put in here. And put the gem right here. Rest in peace to Drew Lindsay, a darling. Rest in peace. If you're ever out here, it's a woodland trail. Don't know how big it is. I'm not gonna do it today. Probably won't do it at all, actually. But we got more graves to go look at and pay our respects to. So, if you're ever out here and you come to the cemetery, there's a walking path called Woodland Trail. Please check it out. This is our darling baby, David Van Netta, 1952 to 1953. Picture of a little baby goat. Sad to see this, but I mean, this is back in the 1950s. I was not even thought of it yet. Put a car right here. That part a little off. Put it right there. And let's try to kill him. Put it right there. Rest in peace to little David Van Netta, darling baby. Rest in peace. Check this. At one time, this used to have a picture, but it wore out over time. This is George Aarons, born Saluka, Greece. This is Saluka. It's like 1/8/1920 something. Died Lothair, Kentucky, 1921. No, it's 1892 he was born. Passed away 1921. Now I got it. Okay. Well, put a gem up here to remember. George Aarons. Sure wish you had a picture if we can see, but rest in peace. Alright. Mardacia D. Forte. October 6, 2017 to June 13, 2025. Our ladybug. We love and miss you. Ladybug. Picture over the wings. That's beautiful. Let's put a Miss Daisy Duck right there. I got a little gem with a star on it. Put it above her head. Rest in peace to little Mardacia D. Forte. Rest in peace. This headstone. The Lord is my shepherd, Ackerman. But on the back, check this out. It says, life. These huge balls. I think their graves are right up here. This is David Andrew Ackerman. Of course, he's still with us. Lynn Marie. Yeah, that is a cool looking headstone. Very cool looking headstone. Mikhail T. Jones. Let's straighten this up for him. Right there. Born July 24th, 1994. Passed away on May 7th, 2022. And he talked to me nice. Really husband, father, and son, and a brother. Well, let's put a gem down here to remember Mikhail T. Jones. Rest in peace. I was busy looking at that. His whole headstone's up here with his wife. This is Betty J, 1924 to 2005. You know, let's put a gem for her. Rest in peace to Betty and Corporal Edward Colgate. Rest in peace. Check this headstone, Alexander. Is that a C or a G? I think it's Gandria. 1865 to 1912. Tote Horn. What that means. Picture of a Native American's head of a chief. I stopped and looked and said, wait a minute. Of course, that's probably his. I'm gonna put a gem on here remembering him. That's pretty cool. Alexander Gandria. I think it's, is that a G or a C? I think it's a G. Gandria. I keep saying Bria. Rest in peace. All right. Corporal, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II, Edward F. Colgate. Born December 5th, 1921. Passed away January 4th, 1997. You got a flag for him. Put it right here. And a gem. To remember Corporal Edward F. Colgate, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II. Rest in peace and Semper Fi, and thanks for your service. If you're viewing this, I want you to see how this cemetery, this part of the cemetery is laid out. Look at it. See how the graves curve around? Most cemeteries are pointing one direction, east mostly, but this just follows the tree line all the way around, probably around that side. We'll check it out in a minute. And right here, it's a little squirrel. It's not a real squirrel. It's a theme of this town. You go through this town, you see a bunch of squirrels, concrete squirrels. He's sitting in a little circle, and I'm guessing this is where they spread ashes. It's my guess. Yeah, they probably use this for crematorium ash spreading. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Somebody over there, he's doing some spring cleaning. This is Ricardo Robert Harris, February 10th, 1997 to September 13th, 2020. It says, loving son, brother, grandson, nephew, cousin, and friend. Call him Spacey. Wonder why they call him that. Your wings were ready, but our hearts were not. Testimony. Put Jim here to remember. Ricardo Robert Harris. Rest in peace. Alright. This is You Are My Sunshine. Glenn W. Booth. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29-11. Picture of him all his life. Baby. Young kid. 1985 2016. He's on the back of his headstone. Oh. To my family and friends, I give you this one thought to keep. I am with you still. I do not sleep. I am a thousand winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am sunlight or unripened grain. I am the gentle showers of rain. When you wake in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush. The quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft star that shine at night. Do not think of me as gone. I am with you still in each new dawn. That's I read that before, but that's a different kind of poem. I like it. It says, you are my sunshine, Glenn. Put a gem here and say rest in peace to Glenn W. Booth. He was the sunshine. Do rest in peace. Indeed, the beauties of this cemetery never surprise me. Flowers, are those petunias? I'm gonna guess yeah, but wait a minute. Wait. They are yeah, they are petunias. Look at that. They are petunias. Okay, we got it right. They are petunias, all of them. Right up there too. Yeah, we found petunias, didn't we? Let's continue, shall we? I think I found another resting spot to put a flower. This is Diana Lee Barnett. Our baby, January 8th to May 27th, 1946. Well, we'll put a flower right here for her. I'm not done yet. But when she was born, this wasn't a thing yet, but it is right now, so I'll put her there. And we'll put a gem right in front of her. So rest in peace to Diana Lee Barnett. Their baby. Rest in peace. Well, this is Frederick B. Brown, Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam, June 3rd, 1945 to March 12th, 2009. Alright. Put the flag over here. And a gem to remember Sergeant of the U.S. Air Force Vietnam vet Frederick B. Brown. Rest in peace, and thanks for your service. Check this headstone out. I've never seen a headstone like this one before. This is Graham, Rawlins, and Betty. Rawlins born 1915, passed away in 1996, and his wife Betty 1919, 2006. Graham. But on the back, footprints. Now I've read this before, so if you want to read it, feel free. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay 2 gems for him around here. One for Rolls, one for Betty. And I just noticed something. Rolls was first lieutenant in the U.S. Army during World War II. First lieutenant. You know what? Let's put the flag up here, right in front of this grave headstone. And I'm gonna say rest in peace to First Lieutenant Rolls Graham and his wife Betty. Rest in peace, and thanks for your service, sir, during World War II. All right, I've seen this, and we're here. Let's see what this is. It says Pope, and I don't know if this belongs to him. All right, this is Merlin G. Pope Jr., an incredible man who brought magic to love and friendship. May 31st, 1942 to February 10th, 1998. Oh, this is his. This must be a family monument. That is a nice look. I mean, it's nice looking. Instead of putting the gem, oh, I had gem fall out. Those are mine. These are mine. All right. Instead of putting the gem down here, I'm gonna put it here. Rest in peace to Merlin G. Pope Jr., who brought magic of love and friendship. Rest in peace. Hey, this is Patsy K. Campbell, November 18th, 1966 to the October 16th, 2014. The most loving mom, Nani, sister, and daughter. I like the way it's headstone, the butterfly. Put Jim here, remember? Patsy K. Campbell. Sweet butterfly. Rest in peace. This giant headstone belongs to the Rogers, Herbert, and Shirley. Herbert born March 13th, 1950, passed away on June 6, 2009. Shirley, December 23rd, 1948 to May 28th, 1999. If I can hear your love like a pump before me, when I go down the pony, steep reed of darkness, I shall not fear the everlasting shadows, nor confess terror. If I can find out God, then I shall find him. If no one find him, then I shall sleep soundly, knowing how well on earth your love sufficed me, a lamp in darkness. Let's lay a gem down here for Herbert and one for Shirley. Rest in peace to Shirley and Herbert Rogers. Rest in peace. They're throwing out the Mahida, I guess I say Mahida, Hamabari, and Devar Pretty. I don't know, I'm butchering these names. Habari was born 1919, passed away in 1997, and Devar Pretty, 1920-22. So before I butcher your name anymore, let's lay a gem down for him, one for her, to the Mahida couple. Rest in peace. I was walking around, I kind of looked down and saw how this looked. The A caught my eye. This is Arnett Garfield, 1883 to 1967. I like the way it's, the big A caught my eye in Arnett. Let's lay a gem down here to remember Arnett Garfield. Do rest in peace underneath this tree. Rest in peace. William and Sandra, I'm sorry. March 16, 1930 to July 15, 2002. Sandra, next name Gil. January 15th, 1937 to January 27th, 1999. That was tall. That's a big headstone. A rose in the middle and Harding. There's also a place for flowers. Same thing on this side, just a rose. Ronald W. July 23rd, 1957 to April 3rd, 2017. There's another one back here. Ronald. Alright, let's I got 3 gems. Got one for William, one for Sandra, and one for Ronald. Rest in peace to all 3. That is a big headstone. Rest in peace. William H. Haverland, U.S. P. Army, PFC, SA, U.S. Navy. He does. Another one. Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, World War II, Korea. January 13, 1926. September 27, 2004. Well, he served in 3 branches? PFC, U.S. Army, a Seaman's Apprentice, U.S. Navy, and Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Well, we know where he retired from. He was in World War II and Korea. He fought in the Pacific, had to have been in the Army and the Navy, and in Korea. My guess is he served as PFC and SA during World War II and Air Force during Korea. I'm guessing. I might be wrong. But that's just a footstone. Up here, that's where he's laid to rest with his wife, Juliana. Of course, William, 1926 2004. His wife, Juliana Wegera Haverland, 1927 and 2019. There's a flag right there. Oh, it goes on back. Alright. Right there's what caught my eye. So I'm going to put it down here. I also got a couple of gems. One for Master Sergeant William, as the last one he had. And Juliana. Rest in peace to Master Sergeant William Haverland and his wife Juliana. Thanks for your service. Both rest in peace. Alright, take a look at this. Sweeney. There's a concrete squirrel. But check it out. Huge monument. But the thing is, there's nobody here. A lot of headstones. Empty. Now, I'm guessing it's just for the family one day be laid to rest here. Sweeney. I like that, how that's decorated. Like a bunch of vines and roses. Well, I guess sooner or later, Sweeney family will be laid to rest here. Someday. Hopefully not soon, but someday. Alright, take this out. Huff Hines. On both sides. Hines, Huff. So these are the Hines: Carolyn, Dick, Richard, Maisley, May, and Carl. And on this side is the Hines. Now, Carl, May, wait a minute, Carolyn. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Carl, wait a minute, hold on a second. Carl, May, Dick, Carolyn. Carl, Carolyn, Dick, May, Carl. What the? Okay, I am the resurrection of life. He who believeth me through the or dead shall live, shall he live. And so whoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Carolyn, March 1st, 1938 to August 25th, 2019. Dick, Richard, I'm gonna say Richard. December 2nd, 1933 to October 10th, 2022. May, August 30th, 1910 to May 5th, 1989. And Carl, October 7th, 1912 to August 10th, 1991. I'm guessing the same ones over here. Yep, it's just reversed. It was saying, in my Father's house are many mansions. If you were not so, if it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, and where I am, there you may be also. John 14:23. Okay, that is a nice looking both sides. So I'm guessing these are Hines and those are the Huffs. So instead of 8, only got 4. So this is what I'll do. On this side, Hines is first, followed by Huff. So I'll do this one. Carolyn, Hines. One for her and Richard Dick Hines. On the other side is Huff Hines. So this would be Carl and May Huff or Hines. So rest in peace to Carl and May Huff, and on the side, rest in peace to Carolyn and Dick Hines. Rest in peace to both couples. That threw me through a loop for a second. I thought there was 8 people on here. There's only 4. 2 and 2, 4. Rest in peace to the lovely couples. Check this out. Moeller, Chester and Minnie. Chester born 1889 to 1951. Minnie 1889 to 1973. Let's put a gem up here for Chester if it doesn't fall off, and one for Minnie. Rest in peace, Chester and Minnie Moeller. I like that history. Rest in peace. Look at this bush. It's a tree actually, but look to it. Jack Richard Price, 1929 to 2015, husband of Alda Jean Price. Wow, there's a train. I'm gonna put a gem right in front of it and say rest in peace to Jack Richard Price, husband to Alda Jean Price. Rest in peace. In our hearts, your memory is kept to love and cherish and never forget. Weirden. This is George, serving in the Marine Corps, 1st Marine Division. I was in that L37. Battles of Palau and Okinawa. Born May 11, 1926, passed away on March 18, 2019. Life May, June 7, 1922 to March 23, 2019. Angel. And the Marine Corps MOE Globe and Anchor. Both married November 6, 1948. That's not all. Check this out on the back. The Corporal USMC World War II. 1st Division L37 Battles of Palau and Okinawa. He was there. I heard Palau was pretty nasty, so was Okinawa. The whole history book says it was. Man, just to survive that. Corporal. Well, he led some men in that, both those divisions, both those battles. So I'm gonna put a gem here for Corporal George Weirden and his wife June May. And I'm gonna put a flag. Put a flag right here. Thomas, my Marine brother. Simplified to Corporal George Weirden, and rest in peace to his wife May. Norma J. Ayers, November 30th, 1944 to August 24th, 2019. Ghost Steelers. Oh my God. Ghost Steelers. Okay. I'll let it slide. Let's put a gem down here over Steelers. I'm just joking. I'm playing. Rest in peace to Norma. Do rest in peace. Guess what? I made it to the lake. Look at that. Oh, I got some graves to see. So let's get started. I don't know when we saw there, Sweeney. There's another one over here by this lake. But kind of empty. Except for this one right here. Jacob Vaughn and Claire J. Schmidt. Jacob, they call him Jake, May 25th, 1922 to July 28th, 1996. His wife Claire, they call her Jeannie, November 29th, 1923 to March 23rd, 2008. Both married June 17th, 1944. Let's put a gem here for Jake, one for Jenny. Rest in peace to Jake and Jenny Sweeney. And what a lovely place to be laid to rest. Rest in peace, a loved couple. Gilbert Dale Hill, May 10th, 1929 to May 21st, 1987. And he's located just not even too far from the water. So let's put a gem to remember Gilbert Dale Hill. Rest in peace. This peace of God that passes all understanding. Langford. Down here, 3 family members. This is Danny Michael Langford, U.S. Navy, Vietnam, October 15, 1946 to July 1st, 2009. Beloved father of Danny Michelle, and Paula. Our beloved son, Dwight J. Langford, 1955 to 1982. Our beloved son, Fitton Langford, 1943 to 1956. So all 3 are laid here. Of course, Leave one for a U.S. Navy vet and a flag to pull out. There we go. Put it right here. Well, I should put it right here. Leave one for another beloved son, Dwight, and the other beloved son, Fenton. Rest in peace to all three Fenton brothers, Langford brothers. Danny, Dwight, and Fenton. All rest in peace. Mother Rosemary Ware and son Jonathan P. Rafferty. September 19, 1952 to May 27, 2024. And Jonathan was born October 24, 1984, passed away October 27, 2017. Together forever. Mother and son. I'll leave Jim here for Rosemary, one for her son Jonathan. Rest in peace to mother and son, Rosemary and Jonathan. Together forever, rest in peace. Looking at the lake, look down, I saw Strauss, Albert, Alberta, and Lucien. Alberta born 1910, passed away in 2011. Lucien, 1900 to 1982. And let's play a gem here for Alberta and Lucien. Rest in peace to Alberta and Lucien Strauss. Love this place, be laid to rest. Rest in peace. C.E.J. Jones III, February 27th, 2008 to January 29th, 2024. The mayor. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Alright. Jim right here to remember E.J. Ernest C. Jones III. Rest in peace. Look at this, right next to the water. Eleanor Lofker. March 10th, 1935 to May 5th, 2022. Loving wife and mother. I love you then. I shall still, and I always have. I was always will. You know what? I think it's a good place to put this. What do you say? So Jim here to remember Eleanor Lofker. Oh, what a lovely place to be laid to rest. Rest in peace. Thanks for joining me today here at Oak Hill Cemetery in Springfield, Ohio. Or Springdale. I think it's Springdale. Thanks for watching. Thanks for, if you comment, some of these graves I've seen. And yeah, what a beautiful lake, right? Alright, with that I'll say take care of yourself, take care of limits, and I'll see you on the next cemetery tour. And in the words of Adam LeWoo, cemetery vlog is over. Thanks for joining me.